Hello everybody, Caventia here, but you can call me Cav. I'm here on New Babbage, waiting to go to the International Aerospace Expo on day 3. Today we have a treat. It is Crusader and Tumbril Day, so we'll finally get hands-on with the Tumbril Storm. Let's get into it. Here's a quick catch-up of what we've got. So we've already had Alien Day, Aegis Day, we are on Crusader and Tumbril, and tomorrow is Origin Jumpworks. Let's go! This is the new Tumbril Storm! I'm super excited for this. It's actually my first time seeing this vehicle in the metal. This comes in 2 variants. This is the standard tank variant with a bespoke size 3 turret, laser repeater on the top. It is a chunky boy. Look at the size of those treads. This is a single-seater tank. Originally introduced in 2606 during the Second Tavaran War, the Tumbril Storm single-operator mini tank, called this mini, was built to blitz the battlefields and take out enemy artillery. Super excited that artillery is going to be in the game. Reimagined from the ground up to be faster, stronger, and more impactful than ever, the latest Storm is a true force of nature, well suited to the frenetic landscapes of modern warfare. And one of the coolest things about this tank is that it kind of devours you. You sit in the maw here and then you're sucked up inside and encased in armor plating. Similar to the Crusader ships, you are completely encased within the cockpit until you turn it on. Okay, that's pretty cool. You've got 4 MFDs, you've kind of got a slit to look out of, but I imagine you're not going to be spending a lot of your time driving it around like this. And I imagine you're going to be spending the majority of your time in this view in this vehicle. I'm looking forward to having a proper play with this in the near future. And this vehicle has just been released. This is the anti-air version. It boasts the most amount of missiles in a single vehicle, with 32 size 1s and 8 size 2s. Honestly, I really like the chunky, more compact look of this variant. I think it's a really good looking vehicle, and I totally agree that it looks a little bit like the Batmobile. If they have a matte black version, I'm totally sold. The Storm AA is a true force of nature equipped with a barrage of missiles to provide cover against airborne and ground targets. Let's get this one rented too. Nice. And then we have the classic heavy tank. This is the Tumbril Nova. Has interior space, weapon rack, dedicated gunner seat, pilot seat, and co-pilot seat. Obviously, the big tonk is going to have more armor and more firepower at the cost of being less maneuverable. Starting on the right, we have the C2 Hercules Starlifter. The Starlifter series are designed to take the largest ground vehicles in the game and be able to deploy them with ease. The C2 has over 600 SCU worth of cargo capacity. The M2 variant has slightly less cargo capacity in favor of better armor and armaments, but still boasts plenty of internal space for the largest land vehicles in the game. The Crusader A2 Hercules Starlifter is the flagship of the Crusader line, boasting more weapons and turrets and armor than the other variants, as well as the ability to deliver devastating size 10 bombs. This does eat slightly into your cargo and vehicle carrying capacity. The center of the upper floor is the same for all of the ships, and in the more militant A2 variant comes with a lot of turret operator seats, along with an adequate armory. The seemingly never-ending corridor is a bit of a trope of the Starlifter, but eventually you'll find yourself in the cockpit. This has 1 turret operator seat facing backwards, pilot seat, co-pilot seat, and I also heard you'd have a little hidden spot for a weapon in case you get boarded. I only found that out recently. It's quite cool. In this room, we have the Ares Starfighter and the MSR. Despite the size of the Ares vehicles, they are actually single-seat fighters, with a massive size 7 weapon designed specifically for taking out large and capital ships. The Ares Inferno variant has a size 7 Gatling gun mounted on the right-hand side of this asymmetric design to unload ballistic rounds into the largest of hulls, causing direct damage. The Ares Ion variant instead has a size 7 laser cannon mounted to the shoulder. The Mercury Star Runner, or MSR for short, is a dedicated cargo and data running ship. This has a small turret on the top and bottom, a reasonable cargo hold, and in the future will be the data running ship of choice. It's reasonably fast for a ship of its size, with quite a high top speed, allowing you to get in, get the information, and get out, hopefully before anybody can catch you. This ship also has an array of secret compartments, and a small tunnel network that goes throughout the bowels of this ship. These Jeffries tube style tunnels can be used to access many different parts of the ship, along with some shielded locations for secure cargo. This ship also has a lot of doors in it before you reach the cockpit that comfortably seats two, along with a dedicated weapon rack, with a small habitation area that will comfortably sleep three. It has a dedicated turret seat section for the upper and lower turret, and a huge bank of servers for data. And of course, you can rent all of these ships right now for free by popping down to the International Aerospace Expo. And finally, we have the latest ship from Crusader, the Crusader Spirit C1 and A1. The A1 is a dedicated bombing vehicle with 10 size 5 bombs. But as I've already reviewed this vehicle, I'll leave the link in the top corner up there for you. The C1 is the cargo variant that has 64 SCU worth of internal space, meaning you can fit a number of vehicles inside. This is Crusader's medium ship entry and competition for the Cutlass Black and Freelancer. It handles quite well in atmosphere and is reasonably fast. These winglets also fold down to provide some VTOL, and on top you can see the dedicated tractor beam, which runs down the central track in order to assist with loading. If you think I should do a video on the C1, please comment below. The Tumbril Cyclones are an array of medium-sized ground vehicles, with a variety of different weapon loadouts. But unless you're into racing, the MT is the only one you need to rent. It even has space for a friend with a big gun. And if you are into racing, then the red RC variant is where it's at. Finally, in the concept section, we have the Tumbril Ranger. I'm looking forward to racing these bikes. And the final vehicle in the concept section is the Crusader Genesis Starlifter. This massive ship is Crusader's entry into mass passenger hauling, similar to a modern day 747. That pretty much wraps it up for the IAE today, but before we go, let's check what's on the pledge store. All ships that we saw today are available for purchase on the store, including the E1 version of the Spirit, which is a private jet equivalent passenger liner. However, like the Genesis Starliner, this is in concept and not yet in game. For anyone interested, the Warbond daily deal is the Mercury Star Runner, which you can use to save $20 off the base price. If you are interested in the Spirit series, they are available as a Warbond double pack or triple pack, including the yet unreleased E1. It's also worth mentioning that both versions of the Storm tank are available, although the anti-aircraft version is a bit more expensive. Both of the tanks are available in a dual pack, either as a Warbond version or a non-Warbond version. Thanks for watching, everybody. Take care, and bye-bye!